Hey everybody, welcome to Two Fat Guys with One Leg. This is our 5th episode of our Zombulance project. Today we're going to be kind of tying up some loose ends, finishing up little details and stuff of what we've done so far. One of the main things we want to get done is we want to get the 2 front driver area seats out. They've moved them so far forward to make room for the ambulance stuff that they're very uncomfortable to drive or sit in for very long. No leg room, no pun intended. So with getting those out, we'll be able to move the bracket that they sit on a little further back, make it back to normal. And also, the way they're in there, you can't get the doghouse for the engine out. And we want to take that out and make it black, maybe put some carpet on it, quiet that engine down a little bit. And there's no cup holders in this damn thing. I gotta have some cup holders, so we gotta build something onto that doghouse where we can put our drinks. Damn camera like to fail. Anyway, here in Picayune, Mississippi this morning, it is a brisk 57 degrees, and where I'm from, that's freaking cold. So you gotta go break out the sweatpants and long sleeves to be able to go out there for very long. Anyway, looks like the guys are driving up now, and you know what that means. It's biscuit time. Alright, if you've ever visited South Mississippi, you know it don't take long for it to get hot. And right about the time we got out here and got started to get to work, I got hot. So after a change of clothes, we ready to get started. Today we're going to start out wiring up these rear lights, and we also have an LED blinker brake light strip thing. We're going to wire that up back here real quick too. Not real sure what James and them's doing.
It's that time again, guys. Where you at, zombie killers? Oh,
Been time about 20 minutes now.
there's Leg. He's eating his biscuit and gravy this morning. Yummy. There's the other fat guy. He's up in the zombie.
Been time about 20 minutes ago. Y'all gonna stand around and jaw all damn day, or we're gonna get some work done?
Look at him talking to free help like that. Free help. And you're going to bitch
I don't
like
know
that.
if it's free or not. Y'all stress me out.
Oh, let me turn around here. He's actually putting the little pod lights on. Got this one tightened up. This one he didn't install that good. So you just seen what happened.
I ain't got the damn bolt on it yet.
Well, put the bolt on it, buddy.
You gotta push it in for me to get the bolt on it.
Push it in, push it.
Well, I finally got James run off. Was able to finish these little lights up. Let's go see what Leg's up to. There's old Leg taking door panels off, getting that ready. We're gonna take the front seats out so we can get that dog cage out of there. And then hopefully we can build some cup holders and telephone holder and all that kind of stuff. Old Jamesy Pooh's up there doing the other side of the top, getting it ready to break out the slap-o-matic on. James, you got a new slap-o-matic? No. Well, it didn't take long, and Leg had all the components out of the interior, the doghouse and all that stuff, seats out of the way. And then we decided we was going to take the rubber floor mats up out of the little steps so that we could rhino line inside of there. And of course, the screws were stripped out and rusty, so Leg's going to drill those out for us.
Look who decided to show up.
Yeah, okay. My job's getting done. I don't see much getting done out here on this roof.
You got to clean it.
Clean it? Why?
You de-dust it, or I dusted it. You de-dust it, and then I'll
You'd have done it the way I told you to start with. It wouldn't be dusty.
I had to sand Bondo. I think that creates dust.
Rinse it off.
Creates Bondo dust.
You got to get this rail off. You got to clean under that. Then you got to sand under that. Then we'll clean all that off. Clean it all off one time. Ain't no point doing it twice.
Ain't no point doing it once.
You're right. Don't worry about it. Then we had our first guest star stop by. John Paul, James's little brother, and a family friend, Daniel, stopped by. Daniel's kind of like the family mechanic. We use him for a little bit of everything. Well, we've been having problems with the van. Couldn't tell if it was the transmission or if the brakes were locked up, but you had to rev it way up to get it to go. So he stopped by to take a look at it.
I think it's a Taylor thing.
I don't know. Y'all can't just buy something new.
That'd be no
It would tear
fun.
up by the time we got home.
It really would.
Well, Daniel and Leg decided to get underneath there and start checking it out, see what they can find. Well, after a thorough examination, Daniel brought us some good news. Said it was just the rear brakes had seized up a little bit, a lot of rust and stuff from sitting up. He loosened up the adjustments and got it rolling pretty good. So that was good news.
Look, over there. See it? That's what he does best. Always going off and hiding. Oh, hey.
Figured I'd sneak off a minute, make the guys a little treat for later on this evening. I'm going to make them a little bit of drunk chicken. If you ain't ever had drunk chicken, you go and get you one of these little racks like this right here. You can get them at Walmart. You put you a tin can in there, usually a can of beer. But since I don't drink canned beer, I had to empty out a Coke can and fill it about 3/4 of the way up with some beer. And then you get rid of the rest of the beer. Anyway, this time of year down here in South Mississippi and Louisiana, it's Satsuma season. I'll try saying that 3-5 times real fast. Anyway, I like a citrus taste in mine, so I cut these up. I shove them down the neck hole. Then I take me about 1/4 of an onion, 2 of them, shove them down in there. And I set that chicken on top of that beer can, shove that beer can up his butt. Take that outside, put it on the smoker with a little Tony Chachere's on it. Let it smoke most all day long. And then right about this evening, I'll go out there and smear it down with some Sweet Daddy's barbecue sauce. Woo-hoo-hoo. Them guys are going to love it. Well, by the time I came back out, the Bondo had dried, and James had started the task of sanding.
Time to do some damage now. Rick wants this trim piece taken off. So he already did the other side. I got to do this side. See if I can get it off. Some of those rivets didn't hold that band on and hold that cap on, right? When he's driving that road, the cap comes flying off.
I didn't grind any of the rivets that weren't cut. Really?
I see that.
I'm not that stupid.
Right off the top. Ooh, look, a sunroof.
That's like that time I was hauling junk cars with my tow truck. And I bought an old van. I mean, it was an old van, rusted up. It was down on the coast, and I was driving back to Picayune with it. I stopped at the quick stop, and this lady comes up. The roof blew off that van, almost hit me back there. And I was like, I never seen it come off.
Almost.
The whole roof came off of the van in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
They said, well, yeah, we had to get it out of the road. And I just kept going, didn't even know
It
it.
rusted around the
Yeah, the whole rim was rusted around the top, yeah. And it blew that whole tire.
Well, as you can tell by that story, our whole life's been a Three Stooges cartoon.
Must be story time. All they do is sit in the chair over here telling stories about cats nipping at their faces and alien babies and spiders. I don't know what they're talking about over here.
You want a story? Let me tell you a story.
Give me a story.
Well, you know, this land's been in my family for generations.
Man.
Well, you know, we here in Leetown, Mississippi, and we're real close to the Kill. You know what the Kill, Mississippi's famous for, right? Don't say Brett Favre.
Brett
Dave.
Favre,
No,
yeah.
hell no. It's famous long before Brett Favre come along. Moonshine. Kill, Mississippi was the world national leader in moonshine during the Prohibition. I think one of my buddies was on a show called Swamp Hunters, and they did a story on Al Capone coming down here buying moonshine, didn't they?
Wonder who that could have been.
I believe they did.
Swamp
Anyway,
Hunters?
my grandpa told me one time, and he's out here working, and this old fella pulled up and got out, and he was a revenuer. He wanted to search the property for illegal moonshine steal. He told me, he said, that's fine, you can look wherever you want to. He said, just don't go down in that field down there by the holler. He said, stay out of there. The guy pulled up his badge. He said, you see this right here, son? This means I can go wherever I want to and can't nobody do nothing about it. He said, okay. A few minutes later, heard this god-awful screaming and hollering. Grandpa said he looked up and that revenue was running across the field. An old bull right behind him. Grandpa run over to the fence and started yelling at him. He said, show him your badge! Show him your badge!
Yeah.
Well, as you can see, the day's starting to wind down. We're tired and we're starting to get a little goofy. But we still got to get the bed liner on the top. James is working on that now. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for. The deployment of the Slap-O-Matic here on episode 5. Mr. Taylor is about ready to finish up this other side that we didn't get to last week.
2.0.
Slap-O-Matic 2.0. James timed it just perfect. He got the top finished at about the same time the vittles was ready.
Snack time, boys. Rick doing what Rick does best.
That's right.
So Rick barbecued drunk chicken, hot dogs, and hamburgers. It's pretty good. I ain't had no drunk chicken yet, though.
That's fitting right there.
Look at that chicken. Why is that called a drunk chicken?
Because he's got a beer can stuck up his butt. You don't believe me?
Last word of the day, Leg. You got to say something.
Tracklement. Word for the
What
day.
the hell does tracklement
It's a
mean?
savory condiment, as in mustard or horseradish. It goes with usually beef. Tracklement. It's the word for the day.
Well, there you go. The words of wisdom from the leg.
All right, the Leg and the guys, like, subscribe, comment, share, do all that stupid stuff you do with these videos. Oh, 2 fat guys in with one leg. Peace out.
Did you really say peace out?
I had to do
Oh
something.
my God.